Alright, I just finished writing down this for this video. More symbolism, right? I don't know why I thought of this one. This isn't even a symbol, this is a country. The United Arab Emirates. The UAE. See the U and the A? The U is 21 and the A is 1. So that's 22 and that's a V. The E is a V, a Roman numeral. There's two V's, two more V's out of this letter sequence. The A is depicted as a V. The U can also be depicted as a V. All three of these letters the enemy uses to depict as a V in certain ways that they draw them. Isn't this interesting that this is one of the most wealthiest countries on earth? They drive million-dollar cars around town. You can't even drive around town unless you have an expensive car in some of the places there. So I would say there's a lot of serpents that live in this place, because this is just, I don't know much about this place except they make bunches of money off the oil. But I definitely believe there's a lot of serpents that live in this place. So there's this place called Aqua Grill by the place where I was working today in Ponte Vedra, Florida. So on the side of the building, they have two symbols like this. They spell aqua twice, just like that on the side of the building. The Q is in blue. So the Q movement is a devil trying to release half-truths. The Q, remember the Q? Then the blue represents the blue bloods, the scorps from the pit. And the Q is the 17th letter, and it breaks down to an 8, like the 8-pointed star of Lucifer and all the satanic things they use for the number 8. The number 8 is a divine key code number also, though, but they can also use anything God makes as for their evil ways. It's just how it goes. Alright, so the Q is 17. It's number 17th letter in the alphabet. So the 17 times 2 is 34, and the 3 plus 4 equals 7, and that leads back to the G. That's what the letter on the Freemasonry symbolism, the G. They worship this G, the number 7. They worship the G. They use it for their sacred whatever. They say it says sacred geometry. There's other things that it probably means too. It means all kinds of stuff. Alright, so Circle K. I did a video about this before. I actually was outside the gas station doing it, but that was like a year ago. So the K is the 11th letter, and in Strong's it means destruction. And this is black magic. This is a magic circle. You notice how the K is coming out to infect the rest of the world. This is a K trapped in a circle that found an escape. Basically a demon that's coming out to infect everyone with black goo. Remember how all the gas stations were called Kangaroo? And they all, for some reason, the past few years switched to Circle K? It's because this is a satanic circle. Aleister Crowley, and I spelled his name wrong, Crowley, because I don't care, I'll spell his name wrong, used to spell the word magic with a K. He added the K onto the magic. That's his black magic that he works on the people to harness energy and steal souls and do all this soul trapping. This is a soul trapping circle. So, in his teachings, he put a K at the end of the word magic. This is a satanic circle with a destruction number attached. K. Kill. Right? So, and it's also in all red, the color scheme. And I could probably go on and on, but I'll keep going. So here's another K. Crystals. This is GMO devil food. It tastes bad and it smells even worse. Alright, and then, so this is 3 different colors, white, red, and yellow. The white is the words, the red is the bottom, the inside of the thing, and then there's a yellow stripe at the top. So the K extends to to start the circle then changes colors from white to the from the white on the bottom to the yellow on the top. The dagger above the R, see this little thing pinching into the R? It's like a needle being stabbed into something, right? So the little dagger stabbing in above the R is artificially inseminating an egg. This is artificial food. This is an artificial insemination. This is an egg that is being artificially inseminated. And this food is not good for you. If you ever seen somebody, I've been to so many places before where someone shows up with like a big old, oh, I got a 40 pack of crystals, man. Dang, I just downed 6 of them or whatever, you know? I'm like, dude, you couldn't pay me to eat those things. I mean, I've eaten them before in my life before I knew, but this is devil food. This food is so bad for you. I mean, even when they bring the bag of crystals over, I'm like, get that thing away from me. It smells so bad. I don't know why. They just put all these onions on it and it just smells awful, right? And it's probably the toxic ingredients, obviously. But this is an artificial insemination of an egg. This revelation came to me today when I was driving down the street and I looked closer and I looked at the little needle stabbing in. This is the devil artificially inseminating you with the GMO food. This is what this is. This revelation came to me today when I was driving down the street, and I didn't even write that down. I'm just trying to tell you. Above the letter R is the artificially inseminating egg, and the letter R is the 18, the 18th letter, and that is 6 plus 6 plus 6. And I could break down all the codes of this word, but I'll just keep on going. Alright, so Exon. This is the symbol for Exon. And it's spelled backwards. I actually looked up, and the E is a V, obviously, with Roman numeral 5, right? So Exon is Noxy, spelled backwards, and it means to catch or take something from. And this is what the devil is trying to do. He's trying to catch you in a trap and steal your soul. Take it for his own personal gain, so he can live off your energy, just like the movie The Matrix. We are like a battery that he needs to power his matrix to keep his devil plans going. So this Exon, the letters are in red, and the bar underneath it's in blue. So there's so much red and blue color schemes. I mean, you see it every day probably going out in town, and that's why, I mean, red and blue, like the police. It's the blue bloods versus the seed of Adam. It's the blue versus the red. And Kleck even proved that, and I noticed it, the Fernandina Beach Police Department doesn't have red lights on top of their cars anymore. It's all blue. He revealed that all the police cars are gonna take the red out and turn it all to blue. They want the blue bloods to control it. They don't need the red anymore. They're trying to X out the red. The red can symbolize the seed of Adam in certain situations. All right. So the two X's are actually a double cross. See the cross? They put them together. Why would they spell it together like that if it wasn't? So that's the Rosicrucian cross, or also known as the Cross of Lorraine. It's a 16th century heraldic 2-barred cross, also known as the Cross of Anjou. And there was an Exxon close to my house growing up, and I've been to this gas station. I've always wondered why they put the two X's like that, and then I started doing research a few years back and realized and I've also made a video talking about this gas station before, like a year ago. So the Amico, the A can be portrayed as a V, the M as a W, and the C is a 3. The O plus the O equals 30, because O is 15, and that's a 3. So C, the 2 3s, and the W, and the V. That's what's the codes in this AMCO. And then So the top part and the flame of the torch is red, and the torch and the bottom half are blue. I colored in the blue. See, that's how it looks. And there was also a picture I saw that it was green, but I've never seen a gas station where it was green, but I think there might be. So this torch symbolizes the light, stolen, the light bringer, Lucifer, the light, the torch that the Statue of Liberty is holding. This is what they worship, the light. They brought us here. We are the light of the world, and now they are trying to steal our souls. And it's a giant trap. It's a oval too, and it has an other outline, and it's like an egg. It's shaped like an egg, right? So the blue bloods are at it again. The blue and the red. The same thing as Exxon. The same thing as, look, this, the next one. Burger King. So the Burger King is the devil, king of the bottomless pit. Bad food, not good for eating, right? So the blue, red, and yellow. The C is the blue. The C. See that C symbol around the Burger King? It's a C. It's a C, right? So the blue represents the scorps from the pit. Apollyon, that is their king, the king of the bottomless pit. That is the Burger King, the dude with the mask on. He is a faker. He's nothing but a king of the devil, right? He is the king of the bottomless pit. He's a serpent king. And then, so the yellow bun has 3 little lines on it that are really weird, and I looked at it closer. It has this little, it's like a shiny looking line, and then there's there and there. There's 3 lines on the bun, so there's another 3. That's a 33. The letters are in red. I once knew a man who owned 6 Burger Kings. He has had multiple heart surgeries from eating the food. Alright, so they are feeding us poison. This food is like mixed with toxic chemicals and cannibalism. They are putting human DNA, it's meat in the food. Aborted baby fetus tissue and all kinds of other stuff. It's disgusting, and they are trying to poison everyone and turn us into cannibals, and that's what's happening. Alright, so the CVS pharmacy, it's all in red. It was founded in 1963, and it supposedly stands for Customer Value Services. But my take on it is, could it also be the C is a 3, the V is a 22, so that's the 322 for Skull and Bones. And then you got the 19, the S. The S is the 19. AI. The A is 1 and the I is 9. That's a 19. AI, artificial intelligence. And you can tell this is artificial. This is a box. This is a cube. This represents the matrix cube. And look at the heart. The heart is boxy, like a cube. I don't know why they drew a heart. Have you ever drawn a heart like that? I haven't. This is not a normal heart. It's boxy. It's not rounded like a normal heart you would see drawing picture. Alright, so the heart is boxy and reminds me of the matrix cube trying to steal the heart chakra, just like I explained on the last video with the Watson symbol. They are trying to trap your heart in this box, the matrix, the cube. And then see this little dot? You know that trademark symbol? The dot is an R. It's a trademark symbol. The dot. Remember how everything is trademarked? Okay, there's like this little R with a circle. Like, it was so small I couldn't draw it, right? So that's the dot right there. It's a R in a circle. And the R is a trademark symbol. But guess what? The R is the 18th letter in the alphabet. And 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. So there's another devil code for you. So, page after page, I just keep bamming them out. Praise the Lord God.